I returns with a horror movie. Today's film is still the American horror series, Barbarian. People say it is best not to live in houses with basements, because one never knows what ghostly things might be hidden inside. But Tess, the female protagonist, refuses to believe in such superstitions. To save a little money, she and her boyfriend Keith rent a house in a remote area. Just as Tess goes to the basement to get something, the large door in front of her suddenly closes by itself. Tess pulls hard on the handle, but the door just won't open. In a panic, she sees a rope extending from the wall, and it can be pulled freely. As the rope gets longer and longer, a secret door also opens on the nearby wall. This sudden discovery startles Tess, but seeing it is pitch black inside, she does not dare to go in rashly. So she brings a mirror and reflects the overhead light inside. As she looks carefully, Tess discovers that there is another door opposite. She wonders what is behind the door and if it could be another exit. With these questions, Tess slowly walks in, but when the light turns on again, in front of her is a very eerie room. It contains a camera, a large iron bed, and a plastic bucket covered in grim evidence. One cannot imagine what exactly happens in here. At this moment, a series of urgent knocks comes from outside. Tess looks out by the window. It turns out her boyfriend Keith comes home. He quickly passes the key through the window. After Tess comes up, she insists on leaving this place. She tells Keith there is a secret room in the basement, and it is full of grim evidence. So many people must have died there. Facing an emotional Tess, Keith tells her to calm down first. He says he goes down now to check things out and tells Tess to wait for him upstairs. But after this wait, Keith never comes back up. Tess quickly runs to the basement to look for him. She comes to the room from earlier but finds Keith is not there, as if he vanished into thin air. While searching, Tess accidentally pushes open a door. A long staircase appears before her. The bottom is out of sight, and she does not know what eerie place it leads to. She calls out Keith's name from above. After calling more than 10 times, Keith from below finally speaks, but it is a cry for help, asking Tess to save him quickly. Keith screams hoarsely. Seeing her boyfriend in trouble, Tess gathers her courage and goes down. Soon, a large iron door appears before her. Several iron cages are placed next to it. It is stained with grim evidence, and surely not for keeping dogs. Seeing this, Tess no longer has the courage to go further. She continuously shouts towards the tunnel ahead. Just then, Keith crawls over like a dog. He says there is someone else down here, and the person bites his leg. Before they could finish speaking, the monster lunged forward, grabbed Keith by the head, slammed him against the wall, and strangled him to death. Tess is scared senseless by this scene. Immediately, it roared at her. The scene changes. The owner of the house, AJ, arrives here. He never lives in this house, because his company goes bankrupt. He now wants to sell the house to make ends meet. Upon seeing that the house is full of clutter, AJ calls the property management company to complain, asking why they do not send cleaners after the tenant leaves. While speaking, AJ notices that the basement light is still on. The door is also blocked by a chair. He takes a flashlight and a knife and goes downstairs. Soon, AJ hears sounds coming from behind the wall. After seeing the rope nearby, AJ pulls hard, opening the door, looking at these secret passages. He is also very confused, but thinking that the house has so much extra space, it will definitely sell for a lot of money. AJ takes a ruler and starts measuring everywhere. Unintentionally, he also opens the secret door next to it. But after AJ sees it, he does not feel scared. He sees all of these as money. He then fixes the ruler and goes down. He does not know how long he walks. AJ sees a bright light ahead. There are bedsheets, a television, and everything else. It seems someone definitely lives here. Just at this moment, AJ feels the ruler being pulled, and the force is quite strong. The ruler is pulled away. AJ also feels a wave of fear. He holds the flashlight, shines it forward, and pulls out a small knife. But the hole in front is too deep, and he cannot see anyone. AJ is also scared away by the approaching footsteps. In a panic, AJ accidentally falls. When he picks up the flashlight, it already rushes towards him. AJ runs in front, and it chases behind. He does not walk far. AJ falls into a 2-meter wide deep pit. Clearly, This is a trap set by the monster. As the iron door above closes, a woman quickly covers AJ's mouth. She is Tess, who disappeared half a month ago. Tess tells him. She tells him that if he wants to live, he must not make a sound. She also tells him that if he hears anything later, he must obey. She explained that the monster was extremely brutal and would eliminate any intruder for the slightest disagreement. As they talk, a yellowed pacifier extends down. The dark, large hand and strands of hair are truly disgusting to see. It shakes the baby bottle in her hand and makes AJ drink it. Tess gestures for AJ to open his mouth quickly. She says it just sees him as a baby. Tess gives AJ a demonstration. While drinking, she also makes whimpering sounds, pretending to enjoy it very much. But AJ is stubborn and refuses to drink. This action makes it completely lose patience and get angry. She first jumps out of the cage and hugs Tess nearby. She indicates Tess is a good baby. Then she grabs AJ and makes strange sounds from her mouth. After speaking, Mother takes AJ to the room from before. She watches a parenting video on TV while imitating it to practice with AJ. Meanwhile, on the other side, Tess seizes the opportunity to climb out of the deep pit. But after only a few steps, she steps on a tape measure on the ground. This crisp sound instantly interrupts Mother. Tess quickly runs wildly towards the exit. But the basement door is closed again and cannot be opened no matter what. Tess runs towards a nearby window, smashes the glass with a flashlight, and quickly climbs out. Luckily, a strong man pulls Tess to safety. Mother sees Tess escape and becomes very angry, then turns back to scold AJ. Tess begs Andre to go back with her to save AJ. But Andre says Mother is very terrifying, and there are even more horrifying things in the basement than her. After saying this, Andre prepares to take Tess to his home. But Tess insists on saving AJ. However, her phone is still inside the house. Tess quickly arrives at a gas station and dials the emergency number. Soon after, the police arrive. Because this area has been abandoned for many years, many drug addicts live in the surrounding empty houses. Seeing Tess in this state, the police mistake her for a drug addict and always have a very impatient expression. Under Tess's persistent pleading, the police arrive at AJ's house. But after hearing Tess is not the owner of the house, the police decisively refuse her. They say they will not trespass into a private residence based on a stranger's few words.
Are you motherfuckers leaving?
Hey, I've had enough of you. You're lucky we don't bring you downtown to sleep this off in jail.
In the end, the police pack up and leave. The scene changes. AJ also seizes the opportunity to escape. By chance, he enters another room. Inside, the bottles and jars are nothing but dirty and smelly. As AJ carefully looks around, a sudden cough startles him. He does not expect Frank to be living there. He thinks Frank is also imprisoned there by Mother. He even gives Frank a glass of water to drink. Just then, AJ sees many videotapes on the shelf. He casually picks one up and starts playing it. But the content inside stuns AJ. It turns out Frank is a pervert. In his youth, he often kidnaps respectable women. He takes them to the basement to conduct generational experiments with him. His goal is to produce offspring through incest to cultivate a mother. AJ discovers Frank's actions and starts to constantly insult him. Unexpectedly, Frank takes out a gun from the ladder. He aims at his own head and ended his existence.
No, wait!
At the same time, Tess breaks the window and takes the car keys. Seeing Mother break through the door and rush towards her, Tess quickly starts the car. She steps on the gas and crashes into her. No matter how tough Mother is, she cannot withstand the car's impact. Soon, her eyes roll back. She does not know if he is dead. Tess re-enters the basement. She wants to rescue AJ from inside. At this moment, a flashlight appears in front of Tess.
Hello?
AJ thinks it is Mother, so he shoots at Tess. Fortunately, the shot hits her stomach and is not life-threatening. AJ helps Tess out of the house. Seeing Mother disappear from the car, Tess immediately panics. as she does not expect Mother to still be alive. AJ says he has a gun and is not afraid. Immediately after, Tess arrives at the strong man's house from earlier. The strong man says the place is very safe and tells them not to worry. He's lived here for over 10 years. And the monster has never come this way. But as soon as he finishes speaking, the strong man is immediately proven wrong. Mother smashes through the wall and rushes in. She grabs the strong man and tears off his arm. Seeing this situation, Tess and AJ quickly run out. They run all the way up a water tower. But Mother also closely follows them. At the critical moment, Tess reminds AJ that he still has a gun. AJ suddenly remembers and takes it out of his pocket. But because he is too nervous, he accidentally drops the gun. It is about to be over. AJ also completely turns evil. He wants to use Tess as bait to hold back Mother.
I can get away. But you're gonna have to slow her down. Hey! Come get your baby!
After saying that, he pushes Tess down from the water tower. Mother sees that her baby is about to fall to her death. And she surprisingly also jumps down, pouncing over to save her. When AJ walks towards them, the two lie motionless on the ground. Because Mother catches Tess with her body. She is not dead yet and still has a breath. AJ sees this and quickly starts to explain, saying he has no time to think and has no choice but to do it. Just at this moment, Mother climbs up from the ground and grabs AJ opposite her. After using 2 fingers to gouge his eyes, she neutralized AJ's head. Immediately after, Mother walks towards the injured Tess. Seeing her injured, Mother feels very distressed and wants to take Tess back to the basement to let her recover from her injuries. Although Tess understands Mother's good intentions, she completely does not want to go back. Just as Mother is about to pick her up, Tess decisively shoots and kills Mother. At the story's end, the question is who the real barbarian is. Some people appear clean on the outside, but a barbarian lives within their heart. Some people look like barbarians, but their heart is as clear and transparent as water.